Hey everyone, Jason Weckerle here. Today I'm doing a review on the Eagle Claw ice fishing rod case. This is a product that's been on the market for I'd say about 5-6 years now. Back when I paid for my 2 cases here, they were about $40 a piece. Now they're up to $60 a piece with inflation. But I'm going to go over the pros and cons of this ice rod case, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. First off, if you guys do any serious ice fishing, you're going to find if you put a lot of your ice rods in a bucket, you're going to break a lot of your ice fishing rods. And years ago, I was going through so many ice fishing rod combos because my bucket would tip over in the car, a rod would break, a rod would fall out of the bucket, break on the ice, stuff like that. Just all sorts of stupid stuff. And I found that these ice rod cases, I've owned them for about 5 years now. They've really held up. They've protected my ice fishing rods. And I can put a lot of fishing gear inside these cases, which I'll show you in a second. And I highly recommend, if you're going to do any serious ice fishing, to get yourself a rod case. It doesn't have to be the Eagle Claw case. There's a lot of different companies that make rod cases. But I have found that these ones are very spacious. I can hold everything inside, like everything I need inside of these cases for a day of ice fishing, even a week of ice fishing. And I like these cases because I know everything is right where I left it at the end of the season. I can go right back the next winter. No, it's all there. It's all in one place. I'm not losing stuff in buckets, sleds, tackle baits, whatever. But I'm going to open up one of these cases now and show you why I like this case, some of the things I don't like about it. So these Eagle Claw ice rod cases, they have these 2 plastic latches on them, which when I first bought this, I was kind of nervous about because I found that plastic in the cold can tend to break really easy. But as you can see, opening this up, I have a lot of fishing rod and reel combos in here and a lot of tackle. It probably looks like a mess to you guys, but I got some plastics, a box of ice fishing jigs, more plastics, bobbers, actually 3 tackle boxes. Over here I got my tools, pliers, jaw spreaders, got some tip-up lights for night fishing. I really like these Strike Master pucks, these bait pucks. Holds all your little tip-up lights or your wax worms, spikes, maggots, whatever. But always have a jaw spreader and always have a needle nose pliers on you if you're fishing. But you can see I got rods that are up to 39 inches long in here. This is a 39-inch combo. This is kind of my hole hopping. If I'm standing up, walking hole to hole, trying to find fish, nice long rod. This is one that I just made myself out of a broken microlight fishing rod for panfish. But I like to fold all my reel handles over like that so you can fit them all in this case really easy. So you can see that this case holds a lot of gear, even rods up to 39 inches long, almost 40 inches long if you want. And I really like it because you can actually remove these foam inserts and you can slip them in to different compartments in here. So if you got smaller rods, larger rods, if you have more tackle boxes, you can fit more stuff. I like it this way because I can actually use the insert slots, as you can see right here. These plain old tackle boxes right here fit perfectly in between each slot. So if you find these type of boxes, it fits inside the Eagle Claw rod case perfectly fine. But the thing I don't like about this rod case is that a lot of this gear flops around inside, which is fine to me with these boxes. They don't really go anywhere. But if you have anything heavy in here, Like one time I put a little mini lantern in here for night fishing, and it was bouncing around when I was going across the lake. I could just hear it inside there. I was afraid it was going to break one of my fishing rods, but I've never had a rod break once inside this case, and I've been using this case for 5 years now. And I got all my panfish, walleye, whatever I need for the day in here. I even have stuff for tip-up fishing in here. And I actually have a friend who cut these foam pieces up, and he put his beaver dam tip-ups and his ice fishing rods inside the case. Made it look really cool. You can really customize this particular rod case. You can fit tip-ups in there, rods, tackle boxes, whatever. But you can see I carry a lot of crap inside one case. And you would never know it if you just looked at this case, that all that stuff was inside there. Like in this one, I have this one set up with all my automatic fishing rod combos and trout fishing stuff. So I like taking this out to the Lake Michigan harbors for brown trout, steelhead, or if I'm fishing walleyes with my automatic fishing slammers, or if I'm fishing catfish, whatever. All those rods fit in here. They're ready to go. Like I said, they're not flopping around in buckets, getting broke. They're not exposed to the snow and the ice and the moisture all the time. So you can really protect your stuff going across the lake with this. I highly recommend it. I mean, they've held up for 5 years so far. I'm always nervous that these plastic latches are going to break, because once those break, it's toast. But they've held up really good in the cold so far. No complaints yet. You can also put a lock on these things just in case you're paranoid that your buddies are going to steal your fishing rods or something. But I have really no complaints yet in 5 years using this. I highly recommend this. I mean, $60, you can't go wrong. It protects all your gear. It's a very good product, and I'm very impressed with it. I hope you guys hit that like button. I hope you guys subscribe to the page if you haven't already. Thank you to all of you who took the time to watch this video, who have taken the time to subscribe and follow Weckerle Outdoors. I'll have more reviews, a lot more fishing adventures coming. Stay safe out there on the ice this ice fishing season, and take care.